Justin Morneau put a hurting on the Tigers the other day. He had 2 home runs in the same game. At least I saw it on the score thing, the updated score thing, the bottom line thing. I didn't see the highlights at all. What's up, guys? I left off here babbling about Strasburg, and the camera card filled up, which I fully expected and warned everybody of. The battery could also die as well, but it says right here on the screen that it's a full battery. I was talking about Strasburg being pretty much unknown this year because he didn't even get to play with that surgery he had, the injury he had last year towards the end of the season. David Wright, Superstar Celebrations. Chapman rookie card. I also reviewed the first section of that video to see how it looked on the screen, and based on what I see here, I can see more in my background on my screen behind me, as the camera itself lets me see the full screen, but it cuts it down to the size that I have it selected at, which is 1280. I think it's 1280 by 720, but it may not be. But I shoot them in a high quality pixelation, if you will. And Desmond Jennings, Top Sound. I shoot them in a higher quality so that way when the video is shrunk down for YouTube, it will be super sharp. I ran out of card space with 2 packs left and was talking about that third from the end. A-Rod, Wally the Green Monster. I'm sure there's some mascot cards in the stacks up there that I missed. Austin Jackson, because they look like regular base cards. Roy Halladay, opening day stars. There we go. It's just moving the background is all. It's not moving the player. The player doesn't have any motion in those sports flicky type cards. I'll go ahead and jump right into the second hobby box, as the time I just took right there opening those last packs was about the same time I took talking about Posey in the beginning of the other video. Barack Obama, presidential first pitch. And I'll try to move a little bit faster through this box so that way I can make up for that time and try to fit this whole box in the second chunk of video here. Strasburg picked up where we left off. Koji Urihara was right behind Strasburg in that other pack. Jose Reyes, blue border. Pujols, Superstar Celebrations. If I have time and I remember to, I will go over the blue border numbers, the stamp numbers on the back. If there's any significant numbers in there, like even numbered stampings or anything significant, but 1,742 is really not significant. Nobody cares about that stamp number. Jose Bautista, Topstown. A-Rod, Stadium Lights. Chapman rookie card again. So it looks like we're going backwards from where we left off in the other box, with the base cards at least. White Sox mascot. Sabathia, opening day stars. Again, it's not changing the player's motion, just changing the player's position on the card. David Ortiz, spot the error. Yeah, we are going backwards, aren't we? Austin Jackson was in that pack. Jackson base. Jason Hayward's Superstar Celebrations. Brian Roberts got a dirty uniform in that photo. Harry Truman, presidential first pitch. David Ortiz, blue border. He had a walk-off win, walk-off hit of some kind. It might have been a home run, I believe it was, against the Tigers a week or so ago. Red Sox actually put a hurting on the Tigers. I think they swept them. So the Tigers aren't doing as well as I thought they would, but the Red Sox are starting to catch on to how they need to be lined up, and they are starting to do as well as everybody thought they would. Austin Jackson, Topstown again. Wally the Green Monster again. Carlos Gonzalez. Good old Cargo. Opening day stars. Prince Fielder, blue border. Not a significant number, but still pretty prime player. I'm sure you can see that I'm trying my hardest to move a little faster with this box. Evan Longoria, Superstar Celebrations. Miguel Cabrera, Stadium Lights. I would surely love to see another hit card in this second box here, as I'm sure everybody would, because opening day is not really that exciting. It's aimed at younger kids, so it's set up to be a lot simpler. Calvin Coolidge we've already seen, but I would love to see another hit card in here to know that the product has been increased in quality of pulls since last year. I am definitely going to cut down the amount of time I spend on doing videos. Austin Jackson, blue border. I'm going to cut down the amount of time I spend on cards, and I'm going to cut down Jared Weaver, tops down. Mantle base, Ichiro base. I'm going to cut down how much money I spend on cards as well. It just, the prices are just getting so stupid. It takes the fun out of it when you have to spend 3 weeks worth of pay to get a couple boxes of cards. It's just stupid. Chances are I won't have any Gypsy Queen, and I can assure you of that if it stays at $150 a box. There is absolutely no way I'm going to support that kind of ridiculousness in this hobby. By me buying those, it tells everybody, well, Chris bought them, must be okay. No, that's not. That's ridiculous. I refuse to pay $150 for a box of cards on a regular basis. I may do it once in a while on a special box. J-Rolls Superstar Celebrations. I may do it once in a while on a special box, but I will not do it for a massively produced, I believe Gypsy Queen is 800 base cards. I will not spend that much money on a set that's that big. Jason Hayward. And much to the disagreement of some people out there, this hobby was not intended to be about money. It was not meant to sell cards to make profit on a ridiculous level. It was the cards were created originally for children, and they were created for children to trade amongst themselves. It was never created for them to be sold. I only do this because I spend money on them specifically to redistribute them to people who need them. Because I spent money on them, I have to be given money back to replace the money that I spent on them, as I have no reason to keep them. George Bush in a Nationals jacket. Presidential first pitch. So that is to challenge anybody who says, well, you're selling them. Yeah, I'm selling them. I'm basically just a middleman. I'm trying to still be around cards, pirate mascot, at the same time helping people out there that can't afford or choose not to pay the prices for the cards that they're getting, or that they have the opportunity to get. Marmol, Topstown, Chase Utley, Stadium Lights. I only do it. The reason that I do it is different than the reason I'm talking about this being bad. Is there's people out there specifically buying up cards, hoping to get the super great, fantastic card and sell it at some outrageous rip-off price because they know they're the only ones that have it. Or this Cliff Lee Superstar Celebrations. They may be the only one at the time that has it, or it may be a 1 out of 5 or something, and they know they're going to get huge money for it. That's not what cards was meant to be, and everything I've done is to be against that. I'm trying to undo that thinking. Brennan Bosch, blue border. I wanted to try to get cards back to the fun level. Ubaldo Jimenez spot the error. But then 2011 premium cards started coming out with Gypsy Queen and stuff like that. They're just it's just too much for one person to try to battle against. So I've decided to not focus so much on changing the hobby anymore, as much as I'm just focusing on buying a few cards to be around them, to be able to mess with them, help out some collectors out there, and then I'll post them all just like I have before. I'm just not gonna pay as much attention to, obviously, Nixon right here. I'm just not gonna pay as much. Trevor Cahill looks like a big banana right there. That's ridiculous. I would be mad if I had to wear a jersey like that. I'm not going to pay so much attention to the non-enjoyable side of the hobby, the greed side, because I don't support it. David Wright, Superstar Celebrations. I have no idea whether or not I'll get any Series 2 cards, because the prices are already out of control. Case prices went up more than $100 in a week. Desmond Jennings, Topps-Town. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to get a case of them like I did with the Series 1 Jumbos. I still have most of the singles left from Top Series 1, so I don't see any reason to get a case of Series 2 no matter what. Matt Holliday's Superstar Celebrations. And in combatants to that, behind these two opening day boxes that you see right here, up behind there, I have a case sitting. Surprise! It is not a case of Series 2. I will tell you what it is. David Wright, spot the error. Still no big insert card in this box here yet. May get one, may not. Trying to mow through them as quick as I can and talk at the same time to kind of pass the time for these base cards. Pedro Alvarez somehow got himself a Stadium Lights card. I'm not really sure how. Oakland A's mascot. Buster Posey's other card with the trophy in the corner. So I got 4 Buster Posey base cards because he has 2 different ones. Ronald Reagan, presidential first pitch. Basically, I'm going to be a lot quieter now on my my trek through cards. I'm not going to be as big on it as I was before, because it's just not as much fun anymore. But I'm still going to try to help collectors out there as much as I can to be around cards as much as possible too. Yovani Gallardo, blue border. Superstar Celebrations, Prince Fielder with Ryan Braun in the photo. 4 more packs. See if we can get them open here pretty quick. My battery is dying down. It's about half, probably a lot less than half. It's just what it says on the screen. See if I can get these things in here. Jeter, Topps-Town. Pujols, opening day stars. Teixeira, spot the error. 1 more pack. I did not get a second hit card, so I don't know what the odds are on them. Ryan Zimmerman, blue border in the last pack. Ubaldo Jimenez. The photo probably after his no-hitter at the beginning of last season. And that is it for 2 hobby boxes of opening day baseball.